It is perhaps remarkable that although disappointment with the judiciary was at least as great among the Wananchi as frustration with politicians, it is also true that the Kenyan people chose to place their faith in the institution of the new judiciary in implementing the new constitution. And you know the way they did that was to make sure that judges are subjected to vetting, and the new ones also subjected to vetting. But I want to emphasize here the need to develop new, not only highly competent, but also indigenous jurisprudence. I link this last adjective to the Constitution's value of patriotism. Patriotism requires putting love of country above love of self. And for a judge and an advocate, it does not mean putting the country above justice. I conceive that it requires the judge to develop the law in a way that responds to the needs of the people and to the national interest. I call this patriotic and indigenous jurisprudence. Above all, it requires a commitment to the Constitution and the achievements of its values and vision. The Constitution must be a frame of reference for every lawyer and every judge, not just those who find themselves sitting in the Constitutional and the Human Rights Division or in criminal trials, but all those who deal with company law, land, commercial transactions, negligence, labor law, etc. And again, the Constitution makes this clear, that national values bind all of us, not only when we apply or interpret the Constitution itself, but when we apply or interpret any law. And those values include, of course, the rule of law, but also human dignity, equity, equality, social justice, non-discrimination, protection of the marginalized, integrity, transparency, and accountability. We should grow our jurisprudence out of our own needs without unthinking deference to that of other jurisdictions and courts, however distinguished. Okay, we quote these cases from Australia, from other places, and we need to interrogate those decisions. And indeed, the quality of our robust indigenous and patriotic jurisprudence should be a product for export to these distinguished jurisdictions. After all, our Constitution is the most progressive in the world, and we should make the world a better place by exporting our quality jurisprudence to the rest of the world.